is real fun. You just have to understand. Know the concepts that are apt, and if facts are relevant. You just have to listen to Teacher Lisa very well. Prepare your heart and your mind. Unnecessaries must set aside. Mathematics is real fun. You just have to understand. Know the concepts that are apt, and if facts are relevant. You just have to listen to Teacher Lisa very well. Prepare your heart and your mind. Unnecessaries must set aside.
Good morning, students! Welcome to our program, Math Saya! Kay Saya-Saya!
This program is brought to you by Project Free Batch 3 Scholars, where education is filled with hope to continue and prosper.
This is another fun-filled episode of Grade 8 Math. By the way, I am Teacher Lisa, your teacher for today. Are you ready to learn something new? Let's go! But before that, let us review our previous lesson through a story. Do you wanna hear it? Okay, let's start. Well, I have a friend who is in need. Can we help him? On a Saturday morning, Juan woke up late and he suddenly remembered that he needs to attend a party. He opened his cabinet, but he is left with only 2 pants and 3 shirts. In how many ways can he choose an outfit? Now class, what do you think would be his OOTD? Well, first, you can get a paper and list it down. Okay, I'll wait for you. Okay, now, check your answer with mine. He can choose a polo shirt and maong pants, or a 3/4 sleeve and a maong pants, or a long sleeve and maong pants. Or class, he can also choose a polo shirt and slacks, a 3/4 sleeves and slacks, or a long sleeves and slacks. What do you think? Now class, how many different outfits can one choose for the party? That's right! Now one has 6 options in choosing his outfit for the party. Okay, so Juan is now in the party, but the game has already started. Juan is very excited to join the party games, one of which is Bato Bato Pick. Are you familiar with the game Bato Bato Pick? You may also join the party game. You may find your partner within your household. She may be a sibling, a parent, or a members of your family to play with. Do you have now your partner? Well, you may record the result of your game on this table.
Bato Bato Pick! Bato Bato Pick! Bato Bato Pick! Bato Bato Pick! Bato Bato Pick!
Whoa! That was a close fight! While Juan and his friends are playing, I have also recorded the results. Let us take a look at it. Now from this table class, how many times did Juan win or lose the game? What do you think? That's right! Out of 5 games, Juan only won twice. Now, from the game of Juan Bato Bato Pick, what can you conclude about your chance of winning and your chance of losing the game? Let us find out for the next topic. Well, to solve one's problem, the concept of probability of simple events will help us. But before class we start our lesson, let us be guided with this learning objective. At the end of this episode, the learners will be able to find the probability of a simple event. But class, be sure to remember that probability is the measure of how likely an event to occur. And the more likely an event is to occur, the higher is the probability. And the less likely an event is to occur, the lower its probability. And we can also be guided with a formula. Please remember this. The probability of an event is equal to the number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes. Okay, now, so what is the probability that your opponent will show rock, paper, or scissors given this formula? Can you now find it? But first, let us try to find the probability that one's opponent will show rock. First class, let's remember what are all the possible outcomes in the game Bato Bato Pick. Have you remembered it? That's right. These are rock, paper, and scissors. Now, how many total number of outcomes are there? Yes, correct. It's 3. Now, class, how many rock can you see? That's right. It's 1. Now, given this formula, where will we put 3 and 1 respectively? What do you think is the correct answer? Is it 1, 1/3, or 3/1? Correct. It's 1/3. But class, why 1/3? What is 1 and what is 3? 1 is the number of possible outcomes that your opponent will show rock. And 3 is the total possible outcomes in the game Bato Bato Pick. Now, it's easy, right? Now, let's proceed. So, we're done with rock. Let's try another one. What's next? Paper or scissors? What do you think? I'm sorry, I got to choose. Let's try paper. Let's find the probability that your opponent will show paper. Now, class, let us first list down the possible outcomes in the game Bato Bato Pick. What are they? Yes, that's right. They are rock, paper, and scissors. Now, how many total possible outcomes? Correct. There are 3 possible outcomes. Now, how many paper can you see? Correct. There is only 1 paper. Now, where will you put 1 and 3 respectively? What do you think is the answer? Is it 1, 3/1, or 1/3? That's right. The answer is 1/3. But class, why 1/3? What is 1 and what is 3? Did you remember it? Well, 1 is the total possible outcomes that your opponent will show paper. And 3 is the total possible outcomes in the game Bato Bato Pick. Wow! We solved another probability. Now it's your time. On your own, try solving the probability that your opponent will show scissors. I'll wait for your answer. I will just give you 5 seconds. So class, what is your answer? That's right, it is also 1/3. Class, what is he doing? Come on, let's go ask him. Hey, mister, what are you doing?
I'm tossing a coin.
Oh, do you know, class, that you can also find the probability of the outcome in tossing a coin? Are you excited to learn? Well, I'll teach you. Now, class, try to find a coin. Do you have it already? Try to examine it. What does it consist? Yes, that's right. The coin consists a head and a tail. Class, I have a coin here. Let's toss the coin together. 1, 2, 3. What's your result? Let me show you mine. Oh, I got a head. How about you? Do we have the same result? If you got a head, what are the other possible results? That's right, you may also get a tail. Now, in tossing a coin, what are the possible outcomes? Yes, there are two possible outcomes, a head and a tail. Now, let's find the probability in getting a head. First, let's list down the total possible outcomes in tossing a coin. What are they? Correct! These are head and tail. How many? That's right! There are two possible outcomes. Now, how many head can you see in this coin? Correct! That's one head. Now, given the same formula, what is the probability of getting a head? What do you think is the answer? Is it 1, 1/2, or 2/1? Correct! That is 1/2. Therefore, the probability of getting a head is 1/2. But class, why 1/2? What is 1 and what is 2? Do you know the answer? If not, 1 is the number of favorable outcomes of getting a head in tossing a coin, and 2 is the total possible outcomes in tossing a coin. Do you now get it? Now it's your turn. Find solving the probability in getting a tail. I will just give you 5 seconds to answer. Do you now have the answer? What is it? Correct, that is 1/2. Oh class, there's something in my pocket. What do you think is this? It's a die. Do you know that you can also find the probability in rolling a die? Yes, that's right. But first, let's examine this die. What can you see on a die? That's right, there are a lot of dots. Now, how many dots can you see in each of these faces? What are the possible outcomes in rolling a die? A die can be a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, or 6. How many total possible outcomes in rolling a die? Correct, there are 6 possible outcomes. Now let us try to find the probability of getting 1. How many faces can you see that contain only 1 dot? That's right, there is only 1. Now given this formula, what is the probability of getting 1? What do you think is the correct answer? Is it 1/6, 3/6, or 5/6? That's right, it's 1/6. Now let's try finding another one. How about in getting a probability of an even number? In this die, how many even numbers can you see? But before that, let us remember that even numbers are number divisible by 2. Now let us take a look at this. What are the even numbers in rolling a die? That's right, these are 2, 4, and 6. How many are they? Correct, there are 3 even numbers. Now given the same formula, what is the probability of getting an even number? What do you think is the answer? That's right, it's 3/6. But why 3/6? 3 is the number of possible outcomes in getting an even number in rolling a die. And 6 is the total possible outcomes in rolling a die. But class, is 3/6 our final answer? No, not yet. We forgot something. We forgot to reduce 3/6 to lowest term. So what is our final answer? Yes, 3 over 6 is equal to 1/2. Now class, how about in getting a 7 in a die? Can you see any 7 in rolling a die? There is none. That's correct. Now what do you think is the probability? Yes, it's 0 over 6 or 0. What does 0 mean? It means that there is no chance of getting a 7 in a rolling a die. Oh class, what are these? They are red balls. So suppose we're going to put these red balls inside the box. What is the probability of getting 1 red ball from this box of 10 red balls? But first, let's find how many red balls are there inside the box. That's right, we all know that there are 10 red balls. Now, how many balls are there in the box? There is also 10 balls. Now, can you find the probability of getting a red ball inside this box? That's right, that is 10 over 10 or 1. In here, we are very certain that we can get a red ball in every pick from the box because the box consists of all red balls. Did you get it? Yay, class! We've done different activities to find the probability of a simple event. Now let us summarize what we have learned today. Remember that probability is the measure of how likely an event is to occur. The more likely an event is to occur, the higher its probability. The less likely an event is to occur, then the lower its probability. And don't forget the formula. Probability of an event is equal to the number of favorable outcomes divided by the number of all outcomes. The probability of an event, or symbolizes as P of event, is a number from 0 to 1, which tell us how likely the event is to happen. And what are the rules in probability? Letter A. The probability of an event is a number. It's either a fraction, a decimal, or a percent. And this is from 0 to 1. And letter B. If an event will never happen, then the probability is 0. And last, if an event is sure to happen, then the probability is 1. And the sum of the probabilities of all outcomes in the sample space is 1. Now it's your turn. Let us practice what you have learned. You have 5 seconds to answer each problem. Are you ready? For sure. Okay, here's the problem. A bag contains 6 chips numbered 1 through 6. If a chip will be drawn from the bag, what is the probability that, letter A, the chip to be drawn is numbered less than 4? Do you now have the answer? And the answer is 3 over 6 or 1/2. Let's move to another question. Letter B. The chip to be drawn is numbered 6. You have 5 seconds to answer. Okay, that's right. The correct answer is 1/6. Are you ready for the next question? Okay, letter C. The chip to be drawn is numbered greater than 1. What is the answer? Correct. The correct answer is 5 over 6. Why? Since there are 5 number that is greater than 1. And what are they? Yes, they are 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, let's try another. Letter D. The chip to be drawn is numbered less than 10. What is the answer? Correct. The correct answer is 6 over 6 or 1. Why? Because numbers from 1 to 6 are all less than 10, so we are very certain. And lastly, letter E. The chip to be drawn is numbered greater than 8. What is your answer? That's right. The answer is 0 over 6 or 0 because numbers from 1 to 6 are all less than 8. So class, tell me your score. If you got 3 to 5 scores in there, you are now ready to answer the following test. You may now get a sheet of paper, then answer the following. Be sure to find the probability of the given simple events. Number 1. If a letter is chosen at random from the word negros, what is the probability that the letter chosen is a vowel? Okay, number 2. Out of 50 students, 28 are girls. If a student is selected at random to be a recipient of school supplies given by the officers of the PTA, what is the probability of selecting a boy? Okay, now number 3. Kuya Kim reported that there is a 2/5 chance of rain tomorrow. What is the probability that it will not rain tomorrow? Okay, number 4. There are 250 tickets for a cake raffle draw. If Janela bought 25 tickets, what is the probability that she would win? And lastly, in a family member of 5 children, what is the probability that the youngest child is a girl? That's all for today. I hope you have learned something new. See you in our next episode. But don't forget to pass your answers in my email, eliza.reyes@deped.gov.ph, or you may also send me a text message, 0951-206-1176. Goodbye!
Mathematics is real fun, you just have to understand. Know the concepts that are apt, and if facts are relevant, you just have to listen to Teacher Lisa very well. Prepare your heart and your mind, unnecessaries must set aside. Mathematics is real fun, you just have to understand. Know the concepts that are apt, and if facts are relevant, you just have to listen to Teacher Lisa very well. Prepare your heart and your mind, unnecessaries must set aside.